Every year, after Everest claims more climbers, the question pops up, why not bring the body back down? It sounds so simple. But is it really that straightforward, or is there more beneath the surface?
That's the million-dollar question, literally and figuratively. On paper, retrieval seems respectful, but on Everest, you're dealing with an environment so unforgiving that even standing still feels like defying death.
So, it's not just about logistics or money. You're saying the mountain itself dictates the rules, making this question almost naive to those who've been there?
Exactly. At those altitudes, the concept of rescue morphs into survival mode. The line between heroism and tragedy is razor thin. We're talking about a place where even breathing is an accomplishment.
Let's zoom in on the so-called death zone. Above 80 meters, bodies start shutting down. What exactly happens physiologically up there?
Above 80 meters, oxygen levels drop to a third of what we have at sea level. The body starts cannibalizing muscle, brain function slows, and frostbite sets in within minutes. Each step feels like wading through wet cement.
That sounds brutal. I imagine even the simplest tasks become Herculean feats. How do climbers describe the experience of moving, let alone helping someone else?
Many say it's like having a plastic bag over your head while carrying a refrigerator exhausting and suffocating. Even helping a teammate sit up can require all your remaining strength, let alone carrying a full body.
So, when people picture simply hauling a body down, what logistics are they missing? What does a retrieval actually entail?
First, a frozen body at that altitude is solid as a granite statue, often weighing 70-80 kilograms plus gear. Dragging it down icy slopes means risking fatal slips, avalanches, and sheer exhaustion. It's not just difficult, it's bordering on suicidal.
Are there any recorded attempts where rescue teams manage this, or has it always ended in failure?
There have been rare successes, but more often, teams have had to abandon the effort, sometimes losing additional lives. It's a harsh equation. The risk to the living outweighs the solace of retrieval.
People also ask, why not just send in a helicopter? We live in the drone age after all. Can't technology save the day here?
It's a common misconception. Helicopters can only operate safely up to around 500 meters. Above that, the air is too thin for lift, and winds can shred rotors. Even the world record rescue in 2005 only reached 0 meters, and the person had to be able to help themselves.
So, the idea of airlifting a person, let alone a body, from the summit is pure science fiction for now?
Exactly. Unless we invent anti-gravity backpacks or teleporters, Everest's upper reaches are beyond the reach of even our best tech toys.
Let's talk numbers. Reports say retrieval costs range from 70 to 200. That's not just a price tag. What does this actually cover?
That covers specialized teams, equipment, and the weeks it can take to mount such an operation. But the real cost is in human risk. Some rescue attempts have ended with rescuers perishing, turning one tragedy into several.
So, the decision isn't just about money, it's the literal value of life versus closure.
Exactly. Most families, after learning the risks, choose to let their loved ones rest on the mountain. It's a painful but ultimately humane choice.
Let's shift to the emotional landscape. Climbers speak of passing bodies with names like Green Boots or Sleeping Beauty. How do these individuals become part of Everest's lore?
Over time, these bodies become somber landmarks. Climbers bow their heads as they pass by, treating them as both a warning and a memorial. Names like Green Boots are whispered like legends, reminders of both ambition and caution.
So, in a way, the fallen become silent guides, shaping the experience for every climber who follows?
Absolutely. They're the mountain's gatekeepers, embodying the ultimate price of hubris or misfortune.
Those who remain on Everest aren't forgotten their warnings in the ice. What lessons do climbers draw from this ever-present reminder of mortality?
For many, it's a sobering lesson in humility. It's a vivid illustration that Everest is not to be conquered, but respected. The frozen bodies are stark reminders that even the best prepared can pay the ultimate price.
Does this ever deter people, or does it fuel the allure for those seeking to defy the odds?
It's both. Some are frightened away, while others are drawn in by the challenge, convinced they'll be the exception. It's a psychological tug-of-war between awe and ambition.
There's an ethical debate here too. Should we leave climbers where they fell or try harder to bring them home? Where do you stand?
It's a deeply personal issue. Some argue leaving the bodies is respect for letting climbers rest where they achieved their dream. Others feel closure demands retrieval, but not at the cost of more lives. There's no easy answer.
Have there been any shifts in how the mountaineering community views this dilemma over time?
Yes, with more awareness, there's a growing emphasis on safety and realism. Most guides now set strict rescue cutoffs and focus on prevention rather than posthumous retrieval.
With all these lessons, how has the approach to Everest changed in recent years? Are climbers and guides adjusting their strategies?
Definitely. There's now more rigorous vetting, better weather forecasting, and a push toward personal responsibility. Some teams carry extra oxygen or tech like pulse oximeters, and decision-making is more conservative. It's about managing risk, not eliminating it.
So, while the mountain hasn't changed, our relationship with it has evolved?
Exactly. Everest is still deadly, but with better knowledge and respect, we're seeing fewer reckless attempts and more calculated, safer climbs.
After all this, I have to ask, would you ever consider climbing Everest, knowing what you know now?
Honestly, the mountain's pull is powerful, but so is the respect it demands. I'd love the view from the top, but not enough to gamble everything. The risk, the reality, it's a sobering equation.
It's the ultimate test of ambition versus wisdom, isn't it? The land of silence calls, but sometimes the bravest thing is to heed its warning.
Absolutely. Everest will always tempt dreamers, but it stands as a reminder that some places are meant to humble us, not be claimed.